embrace the nightmares. Welcome to Popcorn and Nightmares.
Well, I'm your host, Chisum.
I'm your host, Arya.
Welcome.
It was,
All right, which movie are we doing today?
I don't know, Disturbia. Directed by DJ Caruso? Yeah, okay.
Screenplay by Christopher Landon and Carl Ellsworth.
Story by Christopher Landon,
Stars Shia LaBeouf,
David Morse,
Sarah Romer.
and Carrie Ann Moss.
It was produced by DreamWorks Pictures,
Cold Spring Pictures,
the Montecito Picture Company.
and distributed by Paramount Pictures.
It was released on April 13th, 2007.
Runtime was 105 minutes.
It had a budget of $20 million.
Box office of 118.1 million.
The IMDb tagline is: a bored teenager under house arrest starts spying on his neighbors and discovers one of them might be a serial killer. You want to get into the plot of this movie?
Sure.
You want to start?
Sure, I'll start.
Huh?
Disturbia follows a teenager, Kale Brecht, who is struggling with grief after his father's death in a car accident. When he punches a teacher during an emotional outburst, he's sentenced to 3 months of house arrest and confined to his home with an ankle monitor.
Bored and isolated, Kale begins spying on his suburban neighbors through his binoculars and camera. He develops a crush on his new neighbor, Ashley Carlson, but his attention soon shifts to a mysterious neighbor, Robert Turner. After noticing several suspicious behaviors that match reports of a serial killer, Kale becomes convinced Turner is hiding a dark secret.
With help from Ashley and his best friend Ronnie Chu, Kale investigates Turner from a distance. The deeper they dig, the more evidence they uncover. But nobody believes them because Kale is already viewed as a troubled teenager under house arrest.
As Turner realizes he's being watched, the situation turns deadly. What starts as neighborhood spying becomes a dangerous game of cat and mouse that puts Kale, his friends, and his mother in serious danger. In the film's tense climax, Kale must confront Turner and prove that his suspicions were correct. So most of the film was filmed in Southern California. Used a real neighborhood rather than a large studio set.
Oh, their neighborhood was Whittier?
I like it. Go with it.
Okay. A significant portion of the residential neighborhood scenes were filmed in Whittier. The suburban setting helped create the ordinary middle-class neighborhood that is central to the film's atmosphere.
It's filmed in Pasadena. Some of it was exterior and neighborhood shots. In the Los Angeles area, additional filming and production took place.
Kale's and Turner's house were not actually located directly across from each other. The filmmakers used camera angles, telephoto lenses, strategic editing to make the audience believe the houses sat opposite from one another on the same street.
That would make it difficult, seeing as he's watching him from his window. So the production, they chose these locations because they wanted a realistic suburban environment. They wanted tree-lined streets, large windows, visible backyards, neighborhoods that felt safe on the surface. They wanted it to seem very peaceful, but have a dark mysteriousness next door with Turner's house.
Yeah. Some interesting behind-the-scenes stories was David Morse stating character. One thing that stood out to Shia LaBeouf. How do you say that? Gosh. One thing that stood out to Shia LaBeouf was that the actor David Morse barely spoke to younger cast members during filming. According to LaBeouf, Morse was using a method acting approach to maintain the creepy, intimidating presence of Robert Turner. Once filming wrapped, Morse became much friendlier.
Another thing, Shia LaBeouf, he had some physical transformations during the movie. I believe he was preparing to start filming Transformers, so he gained about 25 pounds of muscle.
Wait, he was in Transformers? Who was Shia LaBeouf?
He's the main character in both movies.
Oh, wait. Oh, I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What didn't go wrong in this movie? Many horror and thriller productions, usually there are no well-documented stories of, on-set injuries, dangerous stunt mishaps, cast conflicts, major rewrites during filming, studio interference, and budget problems.
So Disturbia had a pretty short shoot for a studio thriller. Principal photography began on January 6th of 2006. It wrapped on April 29th of 2006. Total filming time was about 16 weeks, just under 4 months. We started rolling on the 6th, like I said, April, and then April 13th of the next year they released it.
So it took 1 year for them to release it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So, here we go. Here's the
budget, the estimated budget breakdown.
Yep, the budget breakdown. This is just something I think was interesting. I like to add to this,
Yeah.
whether or not it's true or not. Kind of cool and interesting to think about. So we'll start with cast and director. It's estimated to be about 25 to 35%, which is $5 to $7 million.
Crew and production staff was 20 to 25%, which was 4 to 5 million.
Locations, sets, and equipment, 15 to 20%, which would be roughly $3 to $4 million.
Cinematography and lighting was 10 to 15% and 2 to 3 million.
Post-production, meaning editing, sound, and music, 15 to 20%, 3 to 4 million.
How do I say that?
Insurance?
No, MIS.
Oh, miscellaneous.
Miscellaneous. Insurance, permits, and miscellaneous was 5 to 10% and 1 to 2 million. I don't know if I said that right.
That's perfect.
Okay.
The budget stayed relatively low. They limited the locations where they filmed. Most of the filming took place in Kale's house, Turner's house, a few neighborhood locations. The production avoided expensive travel and large sets.
Oh wow. So it turns out in this movie there was really no major visual effects like CGI, and unlike many 2007 studio films, Disturbia relied on practical filmmaking and instead of a lot of CGI and stuff like that. And most of the suspense comes from editing and camera work and etc.
Shia LaBeouf was becoming a star. He didn't reach the salary level he would command from Transformers. The cast was talented, but it wasn't filled with A-list actors.
I thought he was familiar. Maybe I've never seen it. Hollywood often calls films like Disturbia contained thrillers, stories that occur in a limited area with a relatively small cast. This helps keep costs under control while still creating suspense.
So Disturbia, if you didn't know, was inspired by the 1950s classic Rear Window, where a man is confined to his apartment, believes he has witnessed a murder. Similarities were so strong that the owners of the Rear Window rights filed a lawsuit, although the case was ultimately dismissed.
Oh, it was? Oh, okay. The film earned about 118 million worldwide on a 20 million budget, making it one of the most profitable thriller films of 2007.
The production consulted actual house arrest procedures and ankle monitor technology to make Kale's confinement feel authentic.
Yeah. Wait, so it was real?
Yes.
Oh, dang.
So the first one, let's start there. It was a question for you.
Okay.
At what point did you become convinced that Turner was the killer?
I actually, when I first watched it, I actually kind of thought he not the first time, it was the first time that I watched it, but the first few times that I actually saw him for the first time, I definitely suspected him already. But when I really suspected him was, I don't know, I think just when, I guess I'll just say when he brought that red-haired girl home or something. I think she had red hair. But yeah, he was just acting really suspicious and weird, and she looked a lot younger than him, so I don't know.
Yeah, I think he was. I did kind of think it was before that scene, but when Kale goes outside and
oh yeah, that was.
when he crawls over to the fence.
I was also going to say that, but I wasn't sure if it was before or after.
I don't remember if it was before or after the scene you're talking about. When he did that, that was where I was like, "Oh, this guy's creepy."
I think it was before, because at that time when he was looking at the garden, I don't think because he didn't really know Ashley much, but Ashley was there when the redhead girl came over. Yep. So yeah, so I think it was before. But I don't know.
Yeah, and then when he said the part that you said works good. The other part that could maybe entail that he was the killer was at think when he was dragging that.
When he was dragging that bag with the hair.
Yeah, the
in
bag
it.
with the blood on top.
Yeah,
And then, I mean, when he was chasing the redhead around the house, that was pretty
Oh
creepy.
yeah, that was.
I mean, that was kind of, you're kind of looking at that like, really? But, oh yeah, then when he stops, what's her name?
Ashley.
Yeah, when he stops Ashley in the store, or
yeah,
after
that
they
was
leave
so
the store in the
weird.
parking lot. Yeah, that's the creepy part there. I was like, yeah, but you gotta stop that.
Yeah, weird. I don't like that part. Coming of age, my butt.
What?
Is this movie more of a thriller, mystery, or coming of age? This is not coming of age. Young Sheldon is considered coming of age. This is definitely not like that.
Does the movie work better if you're unsure whether Kale is right or not?
Yeah, if I was sure Kale was right, then I would definitely know like who the killer was if I was sure that he was right. So like I guess I wouldn't really like pay attention much or watch it because I already knew who it was basically.
I guess it kind of leaves this way. The way they shot it gives you kind of doubt.
Yeah, it's like
well,
a two-way thing. You can think of it's either that or that, you know?
Yeah, you don't know who the killer is. Could be Ashley. Could be. The movie more of a thriller, mystery, or a coming of age?
I guess thriller and mystery, but like more of a thriller.
Is Kale a likable protagonist?
Yeah, I thought he did. I definitely thought that he did a great job at being this character. Like his acting was great. Like when he was in the yard and he was like running around and jumping everywhere. Like I thought that was like I would definitely not have done that if I was in this movie. But like also just his facial expressions and his movements. Just I think it's pretty good.
So how much did the loss of his father influence his action?
Well,
That's why he was on house arrest.
he punched his teacher and now he's on house arrest. That's how much influence it. I guess the teacher did say, "What's your thought? What would your father think of you?" or something like that. Like I would have definitely been mad too, but like
Yeah, I mean, I think
for punching a teacher, I don't think you should be on house arrest for that. But
Well,
whatever.
I guess I can play devil's advocate here and see both sides of this. That
That's what Call Me Chris says. She's reading her Reddit story and she's like, let me play devil's advocate.
basically play both sides here. So
Yeah,
on one hand, I get the teacher's upset that in a way that he's not paying attention. He hasn't learned anything. He's not trying to participate. He's asking him to do something. He can't even do it. But on the other hand, also, somebody's relative dies, especially as close as your father. I think some slack could be cut for him on that. Kind of being like, all right, man, I get it. You had a hard time. Punching him, I 100% don't disagree with. What the teacher said and how he said it was very uncalled for. I do not agree with that whatsoever. First of all, he shouldn't have even brought it up. And if he should have, or if he was going to bring it up, he should have brought it up maybe on a one-on-one. And I do think that this whole conversation between the teacher and the student should have been a one-on-one conversation or one-on-one with his mom of like, hey, he's, I get what happened. I'm not trying to
Did he know what happened?
He knew his dad. I don't know if he knew how his dad died, but obviously he
He
assumed was
did know,
aware.
and he still said that.
I think that's why he said it.
That's
the
crazy.
reason he said it was to set up the movie. What else were they going to do to house arrest him? He wasn't going to get on house arrest for being in the car with his dad. He wasn't going to get in trouble for the wreck. It wasn't completely his fault. He did get distracted, but I'm not blaming him for it.
Wait, he was the one who was driving? I thought his dad was the one who was driving.
No, he was.
Oh,
He was the one driving, and they were talking on the phone, and then they were joking and having a good time, obviously, which is fine. But got a little distracted. The car in front of them moved, and then hit the car and sailed right over it and rolled quite a few
And
times.
then another car hit them? Gosh.
Yeah, that's what did the dad in was the second car hitting them.
Yeah.
He may have been okay. Obviously, I don't know.
He definitely would have survived if that second car didn't hit
But
him.
at least he was awake and alert and there when they just rolled. But the second car, they didn't even show it. They were just like, nope, he's a goner. So.
Yep.
Yep. So was Ashley more than a love interest? More than just a love interest?
I don't know. What do you think?
I think he was attracted to her, so yes, he wanted to pursue a relationship with her. But I think it became more than that, especially since you see that part in the movie when she's having her party, she comes over because he's blasting the music on the roof, and he tells her, "Look, I see you.
Yeah. That was definitely.
I see you. I see that you do this. I see that you do that. All this stuff." And so I think it became a little more than that. It became
Yeah.
more of like, I do like you. I think I want to pursue a relationship here, but I also just see you for who you are. And I think that that's a pretty good thing.
Yeah.
What makes Robert Turner such an effective villain? What makes the bad guy so good with a serial killer?
So like, what made him good as to play that part, or just be the villain?
You can go with, what did the guy who played Robert Turner do to make that such a good part? Or how did he do such a good job at that part?
He was creepy.
It's creepy.
He was creepy, and like the stuff he would do, like when he saw like Kale from his window. I think that's his name, right? Kale.
Mm-hmm.
And he like looked up at him, and like Kale comes back over with like the camera or something, and sees him looking at him, and I'm like, and then he just straight goes down. It's like every time he just like he's just creepy. He just looks really creepy.
Sure.
Like when he was stopping Ashley, of course, he looked very creepy, and that scene was like really weird.
He made it.
He made it believable. He made it.
He made that scene out to be that she was pursuing him as like a love interest. She wanted the older guy. Mm-hmm. He made it be her that was doing that. He did a great job. He was the way he did things. He would like say something and kind of pause, and then he would finish the sentence, which made it intriguing.
The way he talked made it even better,
He was a very tall, kind of big shoulder, kind of stocky guy, which was very
quiet. You wouldn't.
Very
he's like
quiet, yes.
He's like sneaky. You wouldn't expect him.
Kept to himself. Wasn't like a loud, obnoxious type person. He was kind of reserved, quiet.
Yeah.
All right. So is Kale investigating a crime or invading his neighbor's privacy?
I mean, technically both.
Some people's opinions might not be that.
He is. I mean, not really. I mean, at first, definitely, it looked like he was invading his privacy, but then he started seeing these things, and he just went on to look more at them, just in case something was going on, and he was like trying to stop it or see what was going on or something. Or he was just curious, I guess. I don't know.
True. Even if there's a crime going on, you're still invading somebody's privacy.
Definitely.
Which I guess right or wrong on that, I don't know. I mean, obviously you want to report a crime if you see it, but
I mean, he clearly did solve it, so like that's a good thing. But like,
I think both there. I guess you could say at first it looks like
he's just being a weirdo looking at people through the window or something.
Yeah, at first it looks like he's in the process of investigating a crime. He's invading his neighbor's privacy, but in the end, it comes to find out he's just investigating a crime because he starts to see all this stuff.
Yeah.
Plus, he kidnaps his mother.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Takes her in, and then he has to go get her.
Wait, what?
Huh?
Did that happen?
Yeah.
When?
The Turner took his mom
When?
at the end of the movie. So you didn't finish it? No, didn't think so. He goes in the basement.
Right.
He's like tunnels dug under his house. Would you have done the same thing if you were stuck under house arrest?
I am very nosy, so yes.
I don't know. I think at times I get to be.
I mean, I wouldn't take up my whole day. I wouldn't do it all day, every day. I would just look at it, just occasionally, just look, see.
I feel like you could do it at certain times, but then I feel like because I mean, if you took if you took 10 hours and sat there, I don't like if you set up cameras and recorded through the window.
That's weird.
I mean, I'm not saying it's fine, but to me that would be a little bit easier and a little bit better because.
Oh yeah, because
then you didn't have to sit there. You'd be bored for 10 hours or whatever it was.
You could put
rewatch it.
Like if you sorry, bro. If you put up a camera, you can like go to sleep and then look in the morning and see what happened.
No, you could.
Unless your camera's dead. Unless it dies in the middle of the night, but that would suck.
Either plug it in or check it. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, no. I mean, I don't know if I would do the same. Honestly, I don't. I think for a minute I'd do it. I'd be like, yeah, that's weird. They're doing some weird stuff, or oh, look at that person, or whatever. But then after a while, I think I gotta find something else to do. This is boring.
Oh yeah, I would get so bored easily.
But I guess if you had something interesting like this guy, I mean, I guess he watches the young kids watching dirty movies in their house. I guess that if you had that'd be something kind of interesting. I guess if you're a young single guy and an attractive girl moves in across the street, you get a little intrigued. Or if you're a girl stuck in a house, maybe it's a guy that moves in or whatever. So what's your perspective on a modern perspective of it? Do you think this story could happen today with smartphones, Ring cameras, and social media?
Probably not. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, I guess I'd post it on social media and see what people say. I'd definitely post it on social media and be be a poll. Like, do a poll and be like, is this guy a murderer or not? I'm just kidding. No. That would be stupid. Like, I mean, it could. I don't know. But, like,
I don't know. Smartphones, it's hard. I guess the aspect, maybe the question should be...
It's hard to do anything with smartphones anymore. Everybody knows everything.
Yeah, everybody records everything. Everybody can record it the moment that something's happening. But I think it would be difficult maybe for, I don't know if it'd be difficult. I feel like it'd be difficult for a serial killer to be doing this.
Actually get away with something, I guess.
Then again, who knows if that's happening? I mean...
Yeah. Rear Window.
Yes. How does Disturbia compare to that movie?
Really? You asking me that?
Yeah.
They both watch their neighbors.
Okay.
They both watch a girl. But, Rear Window's a little different from that. But, he still watches that lady dancing. But not weirdly. He doesn't watch it weirdly.
So, I don't think he was so much watching that woman. I mean, obviously he was watching all of them. I'm not saying he wasn't, but I don't think he was so much watching her. That was more of just a male thing.
Yeah.
Ooh, look at this attractive girl. She's in her underwear all the time. Watch her.
She was in a leotard, bro.
She was in her underwear, basically. That was what underwear looked like back then.
That was not underwear, bro.
That's what it looked like back then.
Who dances in their underwear with their freaking windows open?
Well, nobody probably. But when you're told to, then you do it for the movie. But yeah, I don't. So it was so similar, yes. But like I said, he wasn't staring at the woman per se.
And they both solve a murder.
Yes.
Basically.
So it's very similar, but I'm just saying.
It's very similar. I guess
the question too to ask was, which one do you like better?
Disturbia, 100%. I hated Rear Window.
I actually quite like Rear Window. I enjoy it.
I didn't like it. No. Second question, no. The second question, no. I would say no to that.
All right.
It is not one of the best teen thrillers of 2000s.
So if you were Kale's mother, would you have believed him?
Yeah, maybe. I mean...
Even after everything that he did, he assaulted his teacher, claiming that his teacher was saying all this stuff about his dad, you'd still believe him?
I mean, yes, I would believe him, unless he was being accused of murder. If my child is being accused of murder, I don't know whose side I'm on. But if he was accusing somebody of murder and he saw stuff, then I tried to believe him as best I could, and I tried to see what he was talking about. I guess that makes sense.
So if one of your kids came to you and said,
Our
"Mom,
neighbors are murdered.
Mom, one of our neighbors is murdered or a murderer," would you believe him?
Probably.
I would believe.
If they showed me a little bit of evidence, they don't have to show me proof of them killing somebody. But if they have a little bit of proof, like how that person took the girl who he killed, the guy, her car. He took her car, I guess. If he showed me something close to that, then yeah, I'd totally try to believe him. I would totally.
Who would survive longer in a horror movie? Kale, Ashley, or Ronnie?
Yeah.
I think Ashley would.
I
don't think Ronnie would. I think Ronnie would.
Oh yeah,
be
Ronnie's
the first
cooked.
to die.
I think Kale, because he kind of told everybody what to do, I guess. He kind of was yeah.
I feel like Kale might. I feel like he wasn't completely a dummy, obviously, because he noticed all this stuff. He could see all this stuff and watching everybody.
Yeah.
I just feel like he just...
it depends on the horror movie. If it was a zombie apocalypse, I don't know if he would survive.
She just seems like she's got some smarts to her, some street smarts, and she's seen some stuff.
Yeah.
He's kind of naive a little bit, not really. Especially with his family. He had a pretty happy family, which is great. Nothing wrong with that, obviously. But she kind of had a little bit of a difference towards her parents. Her parents kind of seemed like they might have had a little bit of problems. Mm-hmm. It seemed like she was pretty sheltered, or at least they tried to shelter her. I think she just kind of had some, I don't know, a little more smarts about things. Mm-hmm. What's a big mistake made by a character in the movie?
A big mistake?
Yep.
I don't know. Wait, when they actually messed up in real life, or what they shouldn't have done?
So a character, if Like when we were watching it, you had mentioned when he answered the door and stomped on the bag of poop. You were like, "Why did you do that? That's dumb."
Yeah.
So something like that. Like, what did somebody do that made a big mistake in the movie? Like Ronnie, you could say Ronnie dropped his phone in the car. That's a big mistake.
Yeah, that was stupid.
So, was there any scenes like that you seen that stood out?
The one with Ronnie, that one definitely was stupid. And also, why would you step on something that's on fire? I mean, yeah, it's kind of like, you'd be like, oh my gosh, it's on fire. Like, you'd panic, you know?
Yep.
But I wouldn't step on it, because then that would set you on fire. But, I mean, it clearly didn't.
Sometimes in a situation you don't think about it. You're just like, oh, I got to get this fire out. Plus, that's the reason. Like I said, that's why
I'd probably grab water or something like.
Probably a good choice. That's why people did it. That's why they lit a bag of poop on fire, was because they knew people would walk out and step on it. And then they'd be like, oh, I just stepped in shit. So
That's disgusting.
So
I bet those socks smell so bad.
So what if the movie ended before Turner's crimes were confirmed? Would it have been better or worse?
I don't know. Because, like, if it weren't confirmed, then it would be like a different story ending. Like, you'd make up your own, like an open ending. Like, you'd make up whatever. You'd make up what you thought would happen. But, like, since they were confirmed, I guess it's just one ending. Oh, this random teenager ended up solving a murder, yada yada, that's all, I guess. But, like, I mean, I guess I would be mad if they didn't show us if it was confirmed or not. Because I feel like I'm definitely happier that they confirmed it than not. Because, yeah, I hate open endings. It makes me feel bad. It makes me feel mad. It makes me want to...
You don't want a cliffhanger in your movie?
No, I hate cliffhangers. They're so stupid. Like, what's the point? Like, all of us are dead.
Why do you think the police didn't investigate Turner more thoroughly? So when Kale and his friends uncover several suspicious clues, including evidence linked to missing women, why do you think that the police dismissed him way too quickly and said, no.
I feel like usually it's like back then, closer to the 2000s, the 19 whatever the freaks, and they didn't really. I guess I've seen just a lot of people say that the police didn't really take stuff seriously until they actually had a lot of like very descriptive evidence and actually saw them murder somebody. But I guess was it that guy that helped investigate?
What?
Was it the teacher's cousin that helped investigate?
He was one of the police officers.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. But he didn't investigate, obviously, because he didn't like
he
was upset with him and mad.
Yeah. But I just think it's because of the timeline. I guess it was just never crashed. Oh, my bum. But yeah, I feel like it's just the timeline because they didn't take too much stuff seriously. Because even though a lot of things are happening, I guess back then, a bunch of things. Not a bunch of things, but it was quite a lot of things happening that they definitely should have taken seriously earlier. This is why murders happen all the time, because the police don't take anything seriously. Come on, bro.
Yeah,
and it's probably just because he's on house arrest and he punched his teacher. They just think he's probably lying.
Yeah, he's acting out.
Yeah.
There's no hard evidence. Nothing like, hey, here's a video of him killing somebody.
Yeah, but who actually has video proof of that? Half the time, nobody really has any.
Maybe, you never know.
I mean, yeah, sometimes, of course, but a killer, a serial killer would make sure nobody's taking any photos or anything.
So they would
or
do their
videos.
best, as long as they knew.
But yeah.
Yeah, it had a 69% of Rotten Tomatoes. Overall, it was well-received by critics.
It was well received. 69 is not that good.
Had a 62 out of 100 on Metacritic. A- on Cinema Score.
How would you feel if you had a 69 on a test?
Probably
That's
good.
like a C.
Yeah, that'd be fine. Not you, though. You have to get better than that.
It wasn't even talking about me, bro. Guys, are you proud of me? I got 100 on my math test. My last 3 math tests. Except for my RISE test. I only got a 2 on there. Because I didn't know how to do the first 2 term things. Because I definitely forgot about them.
I got some more box office information. So some of the performance of
More
it.
box office? So
So-
many box offices.
Domestically, it made $80.2 million.
Canada.
Yeah, in the U.S. and Canada. Internationally, it made $37.9 million. Worldwide, bringing it to $118 million, like I said.
Bro. That's so annoying. Okay, restart. I'll be quiet. You want me to say something?
So one thing I looked up was one thing I wanted to add to the podcast, I guess I should say, is that I wanted to add some.
I couldn't hold it in. I almost dropped my phone. I'm sorry. Audio commentary with director DJ Caruso. Shia LaBeouf? How do you say it again?
Shia LaBeouf.
Oh, Shia LaBeouf. My bad. Buff. Did he ever eat that Twinkie Tower? I mean, since the glue is on the outside, he could open each and every individual Twinkie, but like leave the wrapper on the bottom so they still be glued together, and then eat all the Twinkies.
Possibly.
I would do that. I would eat all the Twinkies in 5 days. Maybe even less. Maybe even more. Okay. We forgot to do the scary things. The scariest, like the how many nightmares. Yes, I forgot to do that. But my honest review of this movie, I gave it a 3.5 out of 5. And I thought, honestly, it was a pretty good movie, but it definitely needed some cooler parts or bigger plot twists to really blow me away, I guess. And it felt a little basic at times. I feel like they could have done way more with like I feel like they could have done more tension or like more suspenseful. But I guess the whole movie was suspenseful, so I guess yeah. But it was still it was good. It was totally a good movie. I would definitely watch it again. And yeah, and also surprisingly, for being in 2007, I thought the quality was pretty good for 2007, of course, like I just said. And I liked the way the movie looked with some of the camera scenes and it being like that. And so I didn't get to do what I didn't like about it because the computer died, but like what I did like about it is that I did really like the movie, even though it was like basically the plot of Rear Window. And I found out from my dad that the makers of Disturbia, I guess, were like sued for like basically the plot for Rear Window, because since they were both watching each other's neighbors and solving a murder, it was basically the same thing. But like yeah, and the funny thing is that I actually hated Rear Window when I saw it, but I did like Disturbia, even though that doesn't make any sense because same plot. And so, yeah.
I would give it probably a 4 out of 5. It was good, really good movie. Mm-hmm. I did feel some of the parts were maybe drug on or probably didn't need it too much.
Yeah, definitely.
I don't know if we needed to see the court scene too much. Maybe just say he hit his teacher. His teacher went after him and his family, and he's on house arrest.
The court scene was stupid. I didn't like that.
Yeah, didn't really need to see that he gave him a black eye or that the judge ruled that you're just a troubled teen and you're gonna get on house arrest. Like, all right, we get it. So, and then some of the stuff. I mean, I understand he was bored in his room. Some of the stuff we didn't need to see. I don't think we needed to see him eating peanut butter and chocolate and then going to the bathroom.
Oh yeah, that was weird.
Yeah, I mean,
that was uncalled for, and I didn't need that.
Yeah, having the little kids bother him, I don't know. That really didn't seem relevant, or even knowing that they were watching dirty movies. I don't even really know what that had to do with it.
Yeah.
Other than it was just another person for him to watch.
Yeah, just like those other people with the lady, the other lady who had the girls come to her house. They were like walking past her house. I did not need that. I didn't really care for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
The one that was, I guess, across the street in front of his house, because Turner, I think, is supposed to be either behind or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, that one, I don't know if it was needed, but it was just showing you something that he was able to see.
Yeah.
You got to see that his neighbor was cheating.
Wait, she was? I didn't know that.
Yeah, so
maybe I wasn't paying attention that much.
I can't remember if it was the wife or the husband now, but one of them would leave to go to work, and then right as they left, somebody would come in and they would have they were having affairs. So.
Oh, that was the woman, I guess. That was the woman.
Was it the woman then? I can't remember, but yeah.
I remember that him and Ronnie looked at through the window.
Yes.
And it was the woman and the random guy.
Yep.
Okay, so as you guys know, on the Seer A New Watcher, we have a rating system of how many nightmares, which is 1 nightmare, not scary, just popcorn. A light watch, nothing that'll haunt you. 2 nightmares, a few good scares, some jumps, not losing sleep over it. 3 nightmares, creepy and effective, stays with you after the credits. 4 nightmares, downright terrifying. Sleep with the lights on, maybe dark closet. 5 nightmares, pure nightmare fuel. You'll be thinking about this for days. Good luck sleeping. In my opinion, I would probably, most definitely, give it a 2, because, of course, it was some jumps and some things that I didn't really expect, but I didn't lose sleep over it.
I mean, on this nightmare scale, I would probably give it a 1. Mm-hmm. Nothing really... Nothing will haunt you, nothing... Yeah. Not really much of a jumpiness that I can remember on this, really.
I jumped, maybe 2 times, maybe 2 or 3 times.
So there you go, I had a couple, so good there.
A couple, I guess. I mean, yeah, it was kind of between 2 and 1, but mostly I just give it a 2 just to do that. Yeah.
I guess as an adult, I would give it a 1. Maybe I would give it a 2 or so if I were younger again. But yeah, no, that's good.
Oh yeah, because you were young when it came out.
Younger, I guess. All right.
How old were you when it came out? How old? Oh.
What year was it? 2007.
2007. You weren't that young, but you weren't old, of course. You're not old now, but yeah.
I would have been 17.
Oh.
18, 17, 18.
Oh, so yeah, you were kind of young, pretty young. Oh yeah, you were young.
Oh, all right. That's anything else you wanted to bring up, do, say, talk about?
No. That's a wrap on this episode of Popcorn and Nightmares. Thanks for joining us as we revisited another movie, explored the stories behind it, and shared our thoughts along the way. If you enjoyed the episode, be sure to follow, rate, and share this podcast with your fellow movie fans. Until next time, keep watching great movies, keep making memories, and remember, grab the popcorn, embrace the nightmares. Good night, everyone.
Good night.